Good afternoon, Ravi.
Yeah, hi guys, good afternoon. Yeah, hi, good afternoon, guys, good afternoon.
Why people are not joining today?
I don't know. Actually, yesterday I announced, right? I will update videos on YouTube, right? I think so. Right? Because yesterday they got the confirmation, right? Ki the video will be available on YouTube. I think so. They are. Okay, no issue, yeah. For leaving
Yes,
those
Ravi.
people. Okay, no issue.
Hi Ravi.
Yeah, hi.
Actually, I missed the yesterday session, so no,
No
sorry.
issue, Divya, no issue. Videos will be available, right? Video will be available on YouTube channel
Yeah,
because you know if I'm not uploading the video because so many people I come to know that so many people is depending on our videos, so it's right. So because of that, I will update the
yes,
videos after the session also. So okay, so no issue, guys. So let's start our sessions, right? So yesterday we are learning what actuator, right? Come on,
Yes, Ravi.
we started to learning actuator, some concept we learn, right? Basic things we learned, right?
Yes.
Yes, Ravi.
So actuator is what, guys? Just tell me, just a revision purpose, right? Just revision. Actuator is a production ready endpoint. Na, yesterday I told guys, come on, ready-made services. Come on, yaar.
Yes, yes, Ravi. Ready-made services.
Ready-made services, right? Which one we are using? Just which one we are using now, right? Okay, so good. So after then we just added one dependency, actuator dependency, and we seen that, right? Some by default services, whatever by default services are there, those are activated, right?
Yes, Ravi.
Okay, so additional services added to our project, how it's adding now? Whenever we are adding the actuator dependency
Using the
now,
property.
no,
Yes,
whenever
Ravi.
we are adding the actuator dependency, then right, every then what is that actuator services is what activating our application. Event services is what actually called as what endpoint, guys. The endpoint which can be enabled and disabled also, right? We can enable and disable also, and we seen that, right? We seen that how we can enable and how we can disable it, right? Using these keys, right? This is what is that the
Yes,
making
Ravi.
using this
Yeah,
key.
using
What we can do
include.
it now, what we can do it now, we can disable it, right?
Yes, Ravi.
Yeah, so good. So fine now, guys. So after then what, after then using what, using this one, we can activate all services about the what actuator na. Come on.
Yes, Ravi.
Okay, now let's run this application one more time. Again, I will show the things, and today I'm going to develop our custom actuator, right? Custom actuator, that one is a very important, right? Very important. Every time whenever you guys is sitting in interview, right, interviewer will ask, can you please write custom actuator? How we can write the custom actuator? Definitely this question, this question will come, right? Definitely this question will come. Okay, so good.
Okay.
http://localhost. What was property 8080, right? By default 8080, 8080 slash actuator. What happened? 8080 Okay, my application. We changed it, right? My app is there. Not
Yes, Ravi.
actuator. Yeah, these
I will-
services, these services we got, right? These services we got. These are the endpoint services
Yes, sir.
URLs, right? These are the endpoint services URLs.
Yes.
So the question is, guys, just okay, just what our question is. One endpoint, refresh endpoint also we add, we seen that, right? Refresh we implemented explicitly also in what? In which application? In which in config server. Config server, right? Config server we implemented. Just what I'm doing now, just actually last time only, right? Last time what we will do it now, just I'm showing that one, right? Just I'm showing that one. I'll show that. Before that, what is that? That application will execute, but that application is what? This one, right?
Ravi, voice is breaking.
Voice is breaking. 1 minute.
Yes, Ravi.
1 minute, give me it. Okay, now fine. If it's still breaking, just tell me, right? Because I changed the network. Now fine. Are still breaking now?
Yes, Ravi. And now,
Still
fine.
okay, good. So now just what what I want to show now, guys, what I want to show you, just the last time which application. Okay, now control shift T, just we use refresh endpoint na. I'll show that. Before that, what? Before our application, right? Before our actual application, some additional endpoints also, what? Our additional endpoint also executing. Refresh endpoint we added na in our last time in our application. Come on.
Yes, Ravi.
Write operation. In this one only write operation is there. Okay, leave it this one. Okay, just information, right? In this application, control shift O, info endpoint, right? Info endpoint is there na. Come on, guys. Yesterday we
Yes,
seen
Ravi.
that, right? Yesterday we seen that, right? So mainly in
Yes.
info operation, right? A read operation is there. Only read operation why it's showing now. So just normally this is also class na. How we can represent using what? At the rate endpoint, right? At the rate endpoint. Just what we, this is this URL we are
Endpoint.
using, right? This URL we are using on the browser, right? Just what
Yes,
I'm
sir.
doing now, just come here. Application is there, right? Slash here information is there na. Come on, information is there. Come on. 1 minute, information here. Where that info? Yeah, see, info is there, right?
Yes, Ravi.
I'm clicking on that. So what is the URL? It's become now ending info is there, right?
Yes, Ravi.
Now what is there now in the, at the rate endpoint? What is there? Info, right?
Info.
Means what? It will become what? It will become what? Path, right? This one will become path. So how we will represent whenever we are writing the custom endpoint or custom actuator about application, how we can represent it
At
using
the rate
what?
endpoint.
Endpoint. Where we will apply
Endpoint
now?
and a custom.
Where we will apply on the top of class, right? Class, right? On the top of class. But in this time latest version only read operation is showing, right? Read operation, but multiple operations is there. Okay, another beans also there now. 1 minute, beans also there. Let's see the beans because in the info some less. Control shift T, health. Let's open health in endpoint, right? I'm opening health endpoint. Okay, so health point Okay, yeah, good. So read operation, override. Only read operation is there. Write operations also was there, na? 1 minute. Browser. Just I'm opening the browser now. I came here. Environment, only one is there. Okay, path also there, right? Good. So here logger is there. It's argumented. Good. Matrix, scheduler, mapping. Okay, 1 minute. Prefix is there. Configuration. Okay, good. Where the health, right? Health path. Okay, health path. Okay, this one is the overriding. Only bean is there. Okay, this one also only one. So many things is removed here. Mapping. This one is the by default template is the false, na? False. Which one is a true, right? This one is a true. True means what? This one will take what is that ID at the runtime. Okay, ID. This one will take a runtime and a logger. True. Okay. Okay, I will open the logger endpoint, guys. Okay, I want to show one code, right? Logger star endpoint. Yeah, loggers endpoint, right? Actuator. 1 minute. Read operation. Yeah, good. Write operation, read operation, write operation, and one more delete operation also will be there. But here delete operation is not there, right? See this, guys. Write operation is there, na? Come on, observe it, guys.
Yes, Ravi.
Okay, write operation is there, read operation is there, right? Write operation and read operation is there, right? Inside that read operation is there. Overloaded method is there, right? This one is what? How many
Overloaded method.
Yeah, this is the overloaded method. And to represent, if we want to write our own custom what? Custom endpoint, then we need to take what? At the rate endpoint annotation, it will take one ID. This one will become what? Our URL, right? Come on.
Yes, Ravi.
This one will become our URL.
Yes,
And
Ravi.
what is that? Read operation is there, and read operation is there, and what? Write operation is there. Just I'm telling, right? I'm telling. So how code look like whenever we will write our custom actuator or custom endpoint, a custom service, right? Custom service, how it will look like, because this one is what? Predefined, right? These are already there inside that what? These are already there inside that what? In the microservice, sorry, Spring Boot application, right? And these are additional services whenever we are developing our application, right? Come on.
Yes, Ravi.
So, but no, I want to write our own custom what? Custom endpoint, which one will execute as with our own, our actual services, with our actual services. What is our actual services? Yesterday we seen that, right? Whenever we are developing what? Application, whenever we are developing what? Just assume that CURD operation project is there. In that, just we are giving the services about what? Delete, update, edit. These operations just we are giving to end user. This is called what? Actual services, na?
Yes, Ravi.
Responded, guys. Responded. Who's there in this? Okay, so though these are what? Actual services, right? Those are what? Actual services. But these things is what? Additional services, right? You can use or no, you cannot use, right? You can use or you can, choice is yours. We can disable and enable
Your
also.
voice is breaking.
My voice is breaking.
Yes, Ravi. We can enable and disable also.
Yes, so we can enable and we can disable, right? We can enable these services and we can disable it, right? Good. So same like so. The
Yes, Ravi.
question is just understand, right? Let's understand what is that actuator. Actuator, right? Actuator is what? Production ready, right? Ready endpoint. Production ready endpoint, right? Production ready endpoint is nothing but what we can say. We can say ready-made services, na guys. Come on.
Yes, Ravi.
I think network issue is there, guys. Okay.
Yeah, we are getting some lag, Ravi.
Now fine, right? Or still it's breaking.
Yeah, we can hear you properly now.
Okay. So if any lag is there, please tell me again, right? So now good. So actuator, right? It's what? Production ready endpoint, na guys. Come on.
Yes, Ravi.
Even these services, right? Whatever services we are using, right? Whatever services we are using, we can disable it also, right? We can disable it also. HTTP colon.
Yeah, yes, using properties, right? Yesterday I've shown. My app. My app.
Yes. We can these services, right? These services we can disable it also, right? We can disable it also. Even yesterday I saw we seen that, right? Yesterday we seen that these properties. Come on. This property. Yesterday we seen that using this property we can disable it also, right? We can disable also these services. Okay, good. But the question is what? The question is what? How we can write our own custom endpoint, right? This is the question, right? How we can write? So just normally, guys, okay, just normally what? Normally our code look like. Our code look like, right? Look like what? Our code look like we will write one class, we will write one class, we will write one class with what? Any name, right? Class with what? Any name. Class with any name, right? Any name. Now then we will annotate this class as what? We will annotate this class as what? Endpoint. Endpoint. Inside that, this one is asking one ID, and we will give that ID, right? Based on this ID only, we will access what? We will access what? This endpoint, right? But we know that, right? We know that some operation also we need to write it now inside that endpoint. Then that operation will execute, right? At the time of what? At the time of what? Executing our actual services. Come on.
Yes, Ravi.
Okay, good. So for that, just what? Operations, right? Operations. Which kind of operations are there in endpoint? Which kind of operation? Just we will what? Compare these what operations with what? Our get put post method is there now. We will compare it. So now just we will write what? Public return type and method, right? Method we will write it. Okay, so good. We will write the method, but what is that? We want to execute this method logic. So for that, this is what? Just we will apply on the top of one annotation. That is what?
Request mapping.
No, read operation, right? Read operation. We are writing what? Okay. Our endpoint, right? So we will write what? Read operation. Then using this method, what we can make? We can make the get call, right? Get call is there na? Some method whenever we are fetching the data from the what? server. For that get call, just this is the comparison I'm giving, right? This is the comparison I'm giving. If our method is what without argumented, right? If our method is what without argumented in endpoint, then we will use what read operation, right? Read operation. This one, this method will behave like what get. This method will behave like what get, right? Okay, fine. Now
get method.
yes, so good. After then what? After then, if we want to like what, if we want to execute with some id, right? Just see that browser, observe it. This is right. Just see this one. Just see this one. Kaise is there na? Come on, come on.
Yes, Ravi.
Kaise is there na?
Yes,
But
Ravi.
here what is that?
Yeah.
Kaise with what argument is there? Come on. Kaise with what
Yes, sir.
argument is there na? Come on, yaar.
Yes, Ravi.
Give the reply, everyone.
Yes.
Yes, right?
Cache or
Yeah, with argumented is there, right? With argument is there. Good. So here what we will, if we want to take any argument also in this method, what we will do it now? What we will do it now? We will take the read operation only. We will take again, no. We will take the write operation, right? We will take the write operation here, write operation. Write operation, and inside that what we will take one argument. We will take one argument at the rate selector, and then we will give what data type string s, right? String s. Okay, so like this we will write our own what, like this we will write our own what endpoint. If anybody want to see that how our endpoint is executing, if anybody, let's debug. Okay, debugging, anybody know that how we can debug our what application? Don't worry, debug.
Ravi, are you typing anything?
Sorry,
Your voice is breaking again and screen is lagging. And now that selector string is updated actually.
okay, now fine. I still breaking, guys. Still my voice
Now voice is clear and we are seeing Eclipse now.
screen.
Yeah, screen you are on 11th line, right? Eclipse.
Yes, correct.
Yeah, give some enter or something. Now it's in 9th line something. Yeah.
Yeah, perfect. So fine, guys. Okay. Okay, good. So now what we will do it now? Just what I'm executing. Let's see that how our endpoint is executing, right? How our endpoint, whenever we are making the REST call, right? Whenever, so yesterday we wrote one application, right? This is what employee controller na. Come on.
Yes, Ravi.
We wrote employee controller. So inside that what we want to check what is that how our what, whenever we are clicking, right? Whenever we are clicking on the browser info, right? Info, whenever I'm clicking this data I'm getting, right? This data I'm getting na. Come on, yaar.
Yes, Ravi.
So if anybody want how our, whenever we are making this what, using this URL, whenever we are making the request, what happening now, or how and how our endpoint is executing and giving this information about our application. Anybody want to check it?
Yes, Ravi.
Okay, so just what I'm doing now, just I'm copying this URL and just I'm taking the new tab, right? New tab. Now good. So just here what I'm doing now, inside that what, just Control Shift T. I'm taking what info, right? Info, and inside that what I'm doing now, this one only executing, right? This is the method, right? This is the method. This is the endpoint. I'm talking about this endpoint, right? Info endpoint. Whenever we are clicking, we are getting this information on the browser, na guys. Come on.
Yes, Ravi.
Now good. So here what I'm doing now, info, which method will execute? This is this method. Just here I'm taking the toggle point, right? I put toggle, right? Now what I'm doing now? Now I'm coming inside that what? Application,
Run the
right?
application.
Right click, run as what? Run as a debug, as a what? Spring Boot application. Okay, 1 minute. Actually, already our application was running now. 1 minute. I'm stopping this one. Okay. Already I kept toggle right here. Yeah, breakpoint I took, right? Breakpoint I took. So now right click, run our application. No, debug our application as what? Spring Boot. Hey, why error is coming? Was already in use. Okay, no issue. So it's saying that it is already in use. Na? Just stop it. Come inside this one. Just I'm writing what? Server dot port equal to 9090. Let's take this one, right? Now come inside that rest breakpoint I took here. Okay, good. So now run our what? Application. Right click, debug as what? Spring Boot application. Yes, JVM is started now, guys. Okay, so here what I'm doing now, I'm coming on the browser. Now I'm hitting the, hey, why this one is coming? Until unless if I'm not here switching. 1 minute. Why this one is not working?
Hey, port number you have to change. You are using
Oh,
8080.
yes. Correct. 9090, right? Yes, correct. Good observation.
Yes, Ravi.
9090. 90. Okay.
90.
Yes. So now take next one, right? This is the our what? Our applications. Now end point, right? Breakpoint is there. Good. Breakpoint is there. Now what I'm doing now? Right click, debug Spring Boot application. Yes. Now enter it. See this, guys, its processing is going on. Just right. See this, right?
Yes, Ravi.
Still we are not getting the what? Still we are not getting what result. Now our intention is what? To show. So what I'm doing now, switching, right? Just I'm clicking on the switch. I'm clicking on the switch. Just I clicked, right? So now whenever, just see that, right? Our breakpoint request is came, right? Thread is executing. Come on.
Yes,
Just
Ravi.
now F6. Hey, what is this? F6. Why F6? Okay, Fn I need to press, right? F6. Yeah, see, for condition, right? This one is executing, this method is executing now. Come on, read point method is executing in info. Come on, guys. First F6,
Yes, Ravi.
F6, F6, condition is executing, and what loop is came out, right? Loop is came out. If you want to see that our JSON data is going now, right? Our JSON data is going to what? Returning our what? JSON data, right? Returning our what? JSON data in a map collection. See this map string data, right? Which one will execute? Which one is executing now? Returning what? This one, right? This one.
Yes, Ravi.
This endpoint is executing. If you want to see that, now come here, browser. Still we are not getting any result now. Come on, guys. Come on. Still see this
Yes,
processing is going
No,
on.
sir.
yes, Ravi.
Now
Yes.
click as what? F8 a display button. Now I clicked right. Now come on the browser. See, we are getting the JSON data, whatever information is there or not in our application. Come on, yaar.
Yes,
Yes,
Ravi.
sir, Ravi, sir.
Yes, so means what?
Yeah.
What before that, right? Before our what? Actual services, what endpoint is executing? Which one is given by Spring people ready-madely or not? Come on.
Yes,
Same like, right? In the real time, whenever you guys will face the interview, definitely this question will come, right? Definitely what? This question will come. Definitely this question will come. How to write our what? Custom. How to write our what? Custom endpoint, custom services. Now everyone is ready to see that how we can write the code about what? Our own custom endpoint. Come on, yaar.
yes,
Yes,
yes, Ravi.
Okay, good. Yeah, Padma, you came, right? I'm waiting you only. I thought that you
Yes,
will
sir.
not join.
yeah, thank
So,
you, Ravi.
yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, good. So now fine now, guys. So here, so now what we will do it now, little bit just I debug, right? Just I debug info endpoint, which is already is given. Ready-made info endpoint is there, right? Ready-made endpoint is there. Which one is what? Ready-made only, right?
Yes, Ravi. Info is ready, man.
Yes. So the thing is how we can write our own endpoint, right? What rule we need to follow, what annotation we need to follow, right? So just I'm going to what write one. I'm going to write our own endpoint. But the question is, guys, just one question is there. Interview question must. This question definitely interviewer will ask, right? So what is the difference between our REST controller given services endpoint user, and what is that endpoint services? Means what? Our actuator services, what is the main difference between both, right? Because both are executing, right? Both are executing. This is the REST controller. In the REST controller, whenever we will make employee data, now I'm just making right here. What I'm going to do now, just here I'm going to make the call as a what? This one only, right? Just I'm going to make the call as a what? As what here? What we took now? EMP and the data, na? EMP slash
Yes, Ravi.
data, right? EMP slash data. Here employee data also we are getting, as well as what? Our info, our all endpoint services also executing. Come on, yaar.
Yes, Ravi.
Today our session's climax is too good, guys. Okay, too good. Just sink in the session, because I know that how I will end our what actuator today. Na, you guys will not get that kind of knowledge from anywhere. It's a challenge and a guarantee also. Because admin is
Yeah.
still, yeah, actuator admin I will introduce, right? That one is in the real time people are using that one only, but how we are writing the what custom actuator, no one will teach, right? No one will teach. I'm going to teach what, how we can write our own custom actuator. That is also the custom endpoint services. That is also right. And even if the interviewer having experience, definitely that person will ask the question. So now let's understand, right? In the REST controller, right? REST controller gives what? Gives service to what? To end user. gives a service to end user, like what? Save emp, right? Save emp is there, and what is that? Delete user, right? Delete user. Whenever whom this one is need now, guys, whom this services need? Our end user, right? End user, come on. Who's the using
Yes,
our
Ravi.
REST controller?
Yeah.
Who's the
Yes, Ravi.
client, right? Who's the client? Who's the like what? Other people are using, but what is that? What is that? Endpoint is given services to what? Programmer, guys. Okay, this REST controller is giving the services to
Yes,
whom?
Ravi.
This REST controller is giving the services
End
to
user.
end user. But what is that? Our endpoint is, this is the developer,
Actually,
right? What? This is what our endpoint services need to whom? Developer, right? To check what our application is up or not, our application health is good or not, means like what? Up and down only. Our application object is created or not, right? These things, whenever we need to analyze how much our project is taking memory, how much thread is running, which thread is stopping the application, if we want to analyze these things, right? So then to analyzing these things, what? Whom need? Programmer. Who is developing what? Our REST controller, na? Come on, yaar.
Yes,
Come on.
Ravi.
yeah, developers required it.
Yeah, developers need, right? So endpoints given gives, right? What? Endpoint gives what? Service to programmer, service to programmer, like what? Find application health, right? App health, application health, find beans, etc, right? Many
Yes, Ravi.
services are there, right? Many services are there to what? To know that, right? To know that everything is working perfect or not. Whom need, right? Endpoints. Programmer need. But what is that? REST controller whom need? Our what? End user. Because they want to delete the data, right? They want to, right? They want to save the data, like form data. They want to delete the data. But what is that? Programmer need to analyze it. This services is working perfectly or not. Clear?
Yes, Ravi.
Okay, good. So now what I'm going to do now, let's write one custom endpoint, right? Let's write one custom endpoint. Okay, and we will see that how it's working, right? How it's working now. Good. So just what I'm doing now, just here I'm stopping this one now. Okay, I'm writing one custom